Rev up your engines. It's time for ScottyKilmer.com. If your car needs new fuel injectors, then stay tuned. Because today I'm going to show you how to change fuel injectors in your car. Now, as you can see in this fuel injector, they have very small holes, and as they age, the holes often clog up. Or the electronic solenoids inside just get worn and don't fire correctly. And then the vehicle won't have good acceleration, might get bad gas mileage. Time to change the fuel injectors. Now, the first thing to start with is, start with a cold car. You want a nice cold car, you don't want a hot one that might start on fire from fuel leaks. Then you want to unplug all the fuel injector connectors. Just squeeze them with a little pair of pliers and pull off the connectors. Then get a socket and a wrench, put it on the fuel line where it bolts onto the fuel rail. And that relieves the fuel pressure so you can take the fuel rail off now. Which is right here. You just loosen it. Then you just take the bolts that hold the fuel rail onto the head. And then the fuel rail just lifts right off. And here's the 4 injectors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you just grasp an injector, wiggle it, and it comes right out. And as you can see, here's the old injector, and here's the new injector. Make sure the new injector has new seals. Never use the old seals over. And here's a trick to get them in so they don't leak. Get a little gasoline, put it in a cup, and then dip the new fuel injector into it so the seals get wet with gasoline and it'll go in and won't leak. Then they slide in nice and easy, and they won't leak. And here's another mechanic's tip. When you change your fuel injectors, it's always a good idea to change them all as a set. Because if you have some old ones and some new ones, the engine will run unevenly. Now, the tricky part is getting the rail back on the intake. You have to line up all the little holes so they fit in right. But with a little bit of wiggling, you can get them all in the holes, and watch the bottom where the little rubber gasket is. It fits in a neat little hole. Then you just bolt the fuel rail back on. Then tighten the fuel line back on. And plug all the fuel injectors back on until they snap. Now, the fuel rail won't have any fuel in it, so turn the key on to energize the pump to pump some fuel in first. Just turn the key on. Wait about 10-20 seconds, and then see if it starts. Away we go. A nice smooth running engine. And of course, then shut it off and check for leaks to make sure you didn't put something on wrong and it's leaking gas. But in this case, it's dry as a bone. No leaks. So the next time you need fuel injectors in your car, don't pay somebody else a small fortune. Do it yourself. And remember, if you've got any car questions, just visit ScottyKilmer.com. And I'll answer them as soon as I get back from this ride.